Let's move on to some somewhat more prosaic topics.
Big beautiful bill.
The big beautiful bill, and this unpleasant revival of the clash between Musk and Trump. It like flared up again this past week. Almost a replay of what happened a few weeks ago when I thought that they had both kind of like buried the hatchet. At the very least decided let's kind of go our own ways. And now suddenly again, Trump is like digging at Elon. Trump is like, we may want to take away his subsidies. Somebody even asked,
no.
do you have any plans to deport him?
Oh, no.
This is just too much, as you say. You like to say,
I like to say
it's too much.
It's too much, or he's too much.
Right.
Yeah.
And which is what you said to me about the Fuentes debate. You're too much. But I think it's a good thing that this bill is going to go through for all its flaws.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an unflawed bill. But you know why it's an unflawed bill? Because we have a flawed Congress.
Yeah.
Right? We do not have decisive majorities, let alone supermajorities. And so I said on the podcast yesterday that the real solution for Elon is not to start another party. And you are on the warpath against anybody who talks about starting a new party, unless it's the communists, right?
Yeah. So, sometimes I like to troll Communist Party USA website. Don't ask me why, but I do. And their big thing is they want another party. And I was like, that's a great idea. A party for the left wing. Why not? It'll divide them up and that they can never win. Once they do that, they can never win. So, but when I hear it coming on our side, I cringe because I think of Ross Perot and I think of the Ross Perot effect and how it is that Elon Musk is such a brilliant mind. He can't see this pie being divided that way. I kind of don't understand that.
Could it be that what happens sometimes, I think, is that you allow a personal affront to take over and cloud your reasoning a little bit? It's not that you're not capable of the reasoning. You completely are. But what's happened is it's like sometimes when, let's just say someone in the family, even unintentionally, says something deeply hurtful, right? It so blinds you that you are so focused on that. I think with Elon, he has a sense of being betrayed by the GOP, not even so much by Trump, because I think he knows that Trump has to make the best of the situation he has, right? But I think Elon thinks, guess what? The Congress, we have majorities in both parties. Couldn't they have done more to consolidate Doge? Mm-hmm. Couldn't they have done more to keep the deficit down? At least make a serious effort. Mm-hmm. After everything he did, they're like, no real effort at all. Mm-hmm. Now they're doing other good things. They are 10,000 new border agents and make the tax cuts permanent. But I think Elon's point of view is what happened to the one issue that I was concerned about, I was then kind of officially deputized to do, and I did at great cost.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but also, though, doesn't he understand that if he were to bring in a new party, the America Party, as he calls it, the only people that it's going to hurt are the very people that want fiscal responsibility.
This is right.
Because the Democrats don't know what that is. And there is no way that if the Democrats win by default, because we self-destructed,
they will run the country.
That we will ever have fiscal responsibility would be the last thing that they even think about. I mean, we have.
No, they are, even today, if you look at what Democrats are saying, they're saying things like, and I mentioned this earlier this week, John Hickenlooper, he's like, it is very shocking that the wealthiest country in the world cannot provide free health care to everyone, right? And by everyone, it's a very carefully considered word. He doesn't mean citizens.
No, he means everyone.
He means everyone physically in this country.
Yeah.
So he wants the 10 million illegals brought under Biden to get free health care. And it's all based on the premise that we're They actually do now.
Yeah.
I think they're being taken off, by the way, in the bill, which is a good thing. At least some of them are. Now, the point is, how can a country that is $37 trillion in debt talk like this, right? How can a senator speak with a straight face in this manner. It's like a guy, even if he lives in a nice house, a guy lives in an expensive house, but he's, let's just say, $10 million in debt. And he sits around with his family. He goes, given that we're the wealthiest guys in the neighborhood, we have the tallest house, why don't we, you're like, stop talking nonsense. You're in the hole.
But that's how they talk, liberals, the left, Democrats.
The left, right.
They talk like that because they do truly believe money grows on trees. They truly
Do you think
believe
that's
that.
it, or do you think that they know it doesn't, but they don't care about running the country off the cliff? Their focus
is in the now, is in the votes.
is in the Santa Claus aspect
Yes,
of it,
exactly.
right? Is
Yes.
I gave you free health
That's
care.
right.
And by the way, a lot of these guys who do that kind of thing get statues in Washington, D.C. Microplastics, small pieces of plastic are now everywhere in our food, our drinking water, even our air. A new study shows 94% of U.S. tap water and bottled water worldwide contain microplastics. Microplastics are in 88% of our meat and seafood. Even if you eat clean, you're still taking in plastic, and it's damaging your health from the inside out. These particles pass through your gut barrier, they enter your bloodstream, they trigger a wave of oxidative stress, which scientists now link to inflammation, mutations, and even cancer. BPA in plastics is known to disrupt hormones, damage DNA, and is now even showing up in the human brain. But there's hope, and it starts in the gut. Kimchi One from Bright Core Nutrition is one of the most powerful natural detoxifiers on the planet. It contains a unique probiotic strain proven to degrade BPA, plus over 900 other strains that help flush toxins, restore gut health, and support your immune system. This isn't just about digestion, it's about protecting your future. Right now, my viewers and listeners can get 25% off Kimchi One with code Dinesh at mybrightcore.com/Dinesh. But even better, if you call, you get 50% off plus free shipping. Here's the number, 888-927-5980. You'll also get a free bottle of vitamin D3, but only when you call. Here's the number again, 888-927-5980.